What's going on, everybody? This is me, Amatrine Ivy Rose, coming straight to you from the psych ward. Yes, today, what's up, Bay? BAE is Dutch for shit. Because aliens exist. BAE, the etymology of the language that's been proliferated to all, has been an insult to all of higher dimensional beings and higher intelligent beings far from us, far from what we can understand with our puny little minds. So that's what Bay means. You call each other Bay all the time, it's kind of crazy. But who says that anymore? It's 2018 almost. Still 2017, but 2018. But yeah, in this video, I'm going to talk about what kind of aliens alien contact I've seen. So first one is in Afghanistan. 2010 April till 2010 September. I was there for 6 months, and I was walking towards Hassam Johns, and off to the west, I saw like four lights, orange lights, similar to the ones seen in the Arizona sightings when that mayor hired an alien, big-headed alien with big eyes with a tiny little mouth. He hired him as a joke to joke around to what the people saw. That's what I saw over there, and it just hovered and patrolled with us. They were in pace with us. Then it just descended down from the horizon. So that was kind of trippy. My second one was about when I was discussing my movie premise to my man Dan. What's up, Dan? My movie premise to him, which was these marauder aliens who has pretty much just a whole bunch of starships clumped up together, and how they're all robotic, and they're semi-robotic. Some of them are robotic, and they are they're semi-human almost, but some of them are from different alien races that converted to the technological side of things, where making them kind of like androids almost. And the way they eat is they beam like a pulse beam into the planet. That didn't work the first time because it just blew up the planet. Then they time travel back to where the planet is back in order, where all the organic life forms are there. And they tried a different way to destroy all civilization, because their way of eating is to dab things. Yes, you heard me. To dab things. That's how they eat things. They would just grab a dab tool and smoke it, and that would be their sustenance. Human, kind of like fossil fuel. That's what I'm getting into. So the next thing they tried was a bomb that would penetrate their atmosphere, and it would release tiny little bombs, like tiny little nukes, and it would nuke every single life form on there and destroy every single thing. And once that's done, they would time travel to the future when fossil fuel is rampant and readily available, and they'd just eat something. It's just this constant cycle, But then they're like, oh, what the fuck is this aftertaste? It's nasty. Has nuclear aftertaste to it. So what they did was, instead of doing the nuclear bomb with mini nukes on them, kind of like tiny little nukes, they diverted different asteroids and smashed it upon the planet, the poor planet that was teeming full with life, because they could control time. These marauder aliens, they would just leech onto this a host planet and just keep fucking with time and just keep destroying and rebuilding and destroying, rebuilding, and that would be their purpose in life, because they're all purely, they got some brains, but they're purely left brained, and they have no art. The feminine side of them is not, you know, not that good anymore. So they're completely machine like. As I digress, but then they started getting asteroids and start slamming into the planet, like asteroids with diamonds, asteroids with lithium, with gold, with platinum, with silver, and they noticed that it would have a different type of taste to them, so they'd like it. They're like, damn, that's good. Gold flavored fossil fuel, dabbing it. Oh, that's super good, because they're all like, imagine imagine the Green Lanterns, but mechanical, and you know how they have different creatures and like different life forms. Yeah, we get it, Ivan. We get it. This horse, man, that's fucking awesome, man. Thank you, Horace. Uh, and yeah, man, as you were rudely interrupted, man. That's what you said in your brain, man. Psychically, man. Oh, sorry, man. I'm in the flow, man. I'm just flowing. Anyways, so yeah, and imagine that, the Green Lanterns, but they're like all robotic, and they're malevolent, and if you fuck with them, they'll fuck with you, you know. And I said that to Dan, and he said, "That's a cool story. What's next? They're just gonna do that?" But then these other sentient races of made out of light, they're angel, like the highest form of what we would call here on earth angels. They are pretty much, they would clump up together and form a star, and the star would just closely, just closely come forth to the horde of ships, right? And they would, as when they got there, uh, they pretty much, they couldn't see them, because they were just, oh, it's just a star, whoop de doo, just a star. But as they got closer, they got pretty worried about it, and then the star divided into human like proportions, and they were all angels, and they were like, then the head angel put a spell on him, on the head, on every single one of the marauders, and all of them fell asleep. None of them fall. That's like new to them. And finally, after the long years of without usage of their head, the pineal gland finally got activated after aeons and aeons of not without use. So they dreamt, and they got into a war with these angels, and they got fucking torn apart by the angels, because they're made out of light. And once you if you stab an angel with your sword or whatever, or with your photon beam, it's just gonna go through them, because they're quasi, they're not really there, they're quasi, not Quasimodo. Anyways, they're quasi. They just smash people, and like they'd feel pain for the first time, because they're like the most ruthless motherfuckers out there, the marauders. And once that was done, they got up, and they were like, what's going on? And it was just a dream. It was just a dream. That's what the angel said. And then they started crying, and and that's the first time they cried, because they never cry. They're mechanical, and the tears became the mountains. The tears became the oceans. The tears became the islands. The tears became the continents. The tears became the ice. The tears became the four seasons. Their tears became the sentient beings. The tears became the animals that they killed. The tears became everything that they've destroyed for the past aeons and aeons of this constant cycle of destruction. In Earth, we would call it samsara, the constant cycle of pain. That's a Sanskrit teaching by the Buddhists, and they're like, then the angels start doing something, and they're doing the robot, right? And the robots were like, "What are you guys doing? You guys are doing the robot." And the Marauders were like, "Oh my God, these guys are doing the robot now. They're doing art now. They're dancing now. They're writing poetry now because they've accessed the quintessential chemical that is DMT in their brain, and it triggered the right part of their brain to become highly creative." And after that, after I pitched that, then I'm like, I'm gonna somehow loop this around to General Buck Naked, because he saw the same thing, the same light being. He saw the same thing, where his story was like the same with what I was trying to put into my art. Then, yeah, that happened. Then I heard dubstep in the clouds, dude. Not in my ears. Not only me and Dan heard it. Not Deborah and Crystal. It was just me and Dan. It was we heard the vibrations in the air, dubstep music. Because dubstep could be a language. That was the language of the Marauders that I was talking about. Dubstep. Because it could be in octaves. I don't really know, so I'm not gonna speak on it, but it could be a language for sure. So that's my alien experiences for, in my life. Hopefully there's more, That's what it is, man. It's some crazy shit. We heard dubstep, man. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. You know what I'm saying? So that was pretty. It was one of the illest moments of my life, man. But yeah. Anyways, Amatrine, aka Ivy Rose, out.